Okay. So, morning everyone. Once again, thanks for joining the session. So, we are discussing about the SAP installation part, right? In the installation, we are logging to the one remote server, same as like real time how we log into the remote server. Similarly, we are logging to the remote server. In the C drive, we have the SAP softwares and we are doing the installation, right? So, same as when you are doing the installation, so installation up to review parameters, maybe some people they may execute the execute service, that is fine. So but after that, what exactly will happen, right, after the installation? So after the installation on the desktop, you will see the for Windows systems there is a MMC SAP management console, SAP management console here, right? So using this SAP management console, why it will be created here, what are the list of systems you have installed, all the systems details will be displayed here, all the systems details will be displayed here. You see some people NED, NDW, NW2, NWD, so they are the multiple systems you guys are installed, right? So that is fine as part of the installation, that is fine up to some steps. Sometimes it will be failed in middle, while starting the system it will be failed. Why? Because one host for SAP systems means, so it makes sense there is a memory issues or bottleneck space issues, virtual memory issues, that's fine until we create the SID, right? So that is fine, so you can stop it somewhere. So but so SID means, you see here one SID you created NWD, right? So that is the SID you have installed. That SID will be created inside of the SAP. You have the two instances. You got it here. One is the DB. You can ignore it. Now again SAP level, they are the two instances are created. SAP level, they are the two instances are created here, right? After the installation. After the installation, you will get the two instances. Two instances, we will call it as the instances. So what will be there in the instances? The set of the services will run on instances. Set of services will run on the instances here, right? Set of services means, so we have SAP. In the SAP we have, when you done the SAP installation means one brand new house, building constructing a one brand new house. Then after that, what will happen after building the brand new house? Then one family will stay, right? Family means there are the multiple people in the family. So like father, mother, child, kids, there are the multiple people, same as like SAP also. After the installation in the SAP, one family will stay inside of the SAP. That family we will call it as the SAP, the work process, SAP work process here, SAP work process here. In the work process, SAP work process here, so we have the seven work process are there here. So they are the D, V, E, B, M, G, S. So D for dialogue, dialogue work process. V for update work process. E for NQ work process, right? B for background work process. M for the message server, right? And for message server. G for gateway work process here, right? S for the spool work process here. So like this, there are the seven SAP work process will come into the picture here, right? So here you see seven work process here. In the seven work process are here. So, but we have the two instances are created here. You see, there are the two instances are created here. Two instances are created here, right? So here, but what we said, instance means the set of services will run on the instances. So here we have the two instances, right? One is the ASCS instance. What is mean by ASCS means, where the message server plus the NQ process are running. that is called the message server and enqueue processor running, that is called the ASS instance, message server and enqueue work processor running on the called the ASS instance here, right? Message server and enqueue work processor running on this instance here, right? The remaining one is called the application server. First we have installed, right? That's why we will call it as the primary application server, right? So ASS means ABAP system central services. So ABAP system, this is ABAP system. So central services. So this is the primary application server. Primary application server. So which means, so whenever primary application server here. So here the file process will run D, V, B, G, S. This file work process will run on the primary application server, and in the ASS instance, these two will be running on here. Suppose like SAP, if you take a SAP is a brand new house. Inside of the house, we have the so two bedrooms are available. In the master bedroom, we have the primary application server, more processes, and ASS is the small bedroom. In the two processes are running here, right? And so we have the other way. So along with this fork process, we have the additionally in each each application server. So we have the so dispatcher plus IGS plus ICM. Additionally, these three services will run on the each application server, each app server, along with this five SAP work process. Normally, this we will call it as the SAP work process. Along with this five work process, the additionally these three will be stay inside of the each app server here. Okay. So these are the, but if someone asks you how many work process we have in SAP means 7, right? Along with this one, each application server we have the remaining three will be there, dispatcher, IGS and ICM. Dispatcher, IGS and ICM, these three will be there here, right? Each app server. Okay, that is the main thing here, right? So that is the after the installation we will get this process. Normally we will call it as the normally we will call it as the so normally we will call it as the SAP work process. These are the SAP work process, or so SAP system level it will be up and running here, right? So that is the main thing here, right? So that is the that is the main aim of the so this SAP application servers here, SAP application servers here, right? So dialog, update, enqueue, background message server, gateway, and spool work process here, right? Set up the services will run on each app server here, right? So two instances, right? Two instances is running here. So now after then what about the next one, next things, what will happen after that, right? So after the installation, if I talk about the more SAP work process, two instances will be created. So in the two instances, the set of services will be running. That is also fine. Then what other things will get, right? So they are the users also. Normally we are giving, we have given the, we have given the, we have given the, we have given the things like during the installation time, password for all the users and all those things we have given, right? So here OS level users, then SAP level users, then so DB level users. Like that we have users will be created. So three layers users will be created. OS level with the SID, ADM user will be created. Then SAP services SID will be created, right? SID ADM and SAP services SID user will be created here, right? Then SAP level, they are the SAP star and DDIC users will be created by default during the installation time. DB level, DB SID ADM means DB level also the SID ADM user will be created. If the same SAP SID, DB SID both are same, one SID is common for OS level, operating system level activity. Why these users are very helpful? If you want to do the some admin activities in the SAP level login to perform the some of the activities here, you require these two users are required here, right? So here then these two users are required for the operating system level, right? This two, one user is required for the database level, it is required DB level, it is required for the DB admin activities. So here by default, so these are the things, and also they are the to log into the SAP system, there is a client concept in SAP. So two clients also you will get by default. One is the 000 and 001 also. Why? Because SAP is a client-based concept. To run the business, you need to log into the each client, you need to do the business, right? So each client, there is a dependent data is there. In that data, we have to change it here. So after the installation, what are the things you will get means, so these are the users will be created by default along with the clients by default, and by default you will get the two instances. One is the ASS and plus primary application server, and each app server we have the set of services will run on this area. Set of services will run on this area. Set of services will run on the each instance here, right? So this will happen in the systems. Okay, that is what it will happen in the thing here, right? Now then sir, installation is done, but you said like 5 plus 2, so work process will come. Where can I see those things? So which means you need to start the system first. So system will be started. Maybe if any restart happen, it will come to the ash color. Then again, we need to start that one here. If you start it here, so first you see here, first yes will start it here. See green status means message server, NQ server are started, right? So each app server, there are the two instances. In the instances, inside of the instance, there the process will be created, right? So as we see message server, NQ server here, right? Then immediately you can see here application server instance are running here, right? You see here, so dispatcher, IGS, IC man, these are the process, right? But actual SAP work process are the gateway work process. If you go to the work process table here, you see here DIA means dialog, update, BTC, spool. So like that, we have the 5 processor running here, right? So this will become to the green status here. So sometimes you may see the yellow status, which means partially started, which means due to the memory issues or something, it's not started correctly. It's not started correctly in the systems. That's what it happens, right? So it is in the yellow status here, right? It is created now, right? So that is the main thing of the each SAP application. Sir, SAP now it's in the green, which means SAP fully started here, right? SAP fully started in the systems here, right? It is started fully here, right? So here you can see all are fully started. So now how to log in now? This is only we can see after the installation MMC we got it. Now we can see both the instances are up and running fine. Then how to log into the SAP? How to perform the other administration activities in the SAP, right? To perform the other administration activities in the SAP. So along with your user ID, so you have access to the SAP Practice 2 server, right? This is only for the installation purpose you can use it. But finally, our main server is this is the main server we have already here. This is the main server we have like a 49 dot. So this is the IP which we have provided to you. So that is the our main IP already, right? That is the so our main IP here. If you see here, we see here, then 206 dot and 199 dot, so 235, right? So then this is our main IP. You have access to this IP as well, right? So normally you will log into the 339 and you do the installation. This is only for the installation perspective. But your actual administration activities without IP, you can use it. You can log into the system without IP with your own user ID, same user ID, same password, it will be applicable. You can log into the system, right? You can log into the KP jump server, that is the jump server which normally you guys will get the access here. Then you can able to open the screen here. You can able to open the screen here. You can see here, you see on the top of the desktop here, on the top of the desktop, you see the SAP logon pad. So SAP logon pad, it will be in the your presentation layer, SAP logon pad. So now what happened here? So when you install the SAP, you are here, then you have created in the virtual layer, virtual instance you have created, that is called the SAP instance. Then this is the DB instance here. This is the DB instance here, right? So this is the SAP and this is the DB instance here, right? People via GUI, people will log into the SAP app server. From here, people will log into the database. People will log into the database here, right? So from GUI, from GUI SAP, the GUI people will connect to the SAP app server. Then from here, people will connect to the DB application server, DB instance. They will connect it here. DB instance, they will connect it here, right? So that is the main aim of this one here. It means you have installed this SAP application server. You have installed this SAP. You have installed the SAP application server. You have installed the SAP application server here, right? Presentation layer, application layer, and DB layer here, right? So here you can
Which
from
one starts
presentation.
first, sir? ASCS or PAS?
Yeah, I'm coming to that point. Then you have installed the SAP. When you install the SAP, what you will get? There are two layers. Two you will get it. One is the ASCS instance, and second one is the application server instance. You will get here, right? There are the two instances inside of the SAP only here. SAP means it's not single word. SAP means ASCS plus application server. So here ASCS will stay here upper side and inside of the SAP, then this will stay here DV. So B, G, yes, this will stay here. Then dispatcher will stay inside of the SAP here. In here, dispatcher will stay on top of here. Then gateway means in the gate, in front of the gate, that will stay here. Then one more ASCS and it will, sorry, in the ICM and IGS will support to the process here, right? So that is the one thing we will discuss about the each and everything about here, right? No problem. That we will discuss. So dispatcher, then work process, ASCS. So both will connect interlink, both will connect each other. Both will connect each other here. Then this is the DB here, right? So SAP means SAP, when you install the SAP, there are the two instances you will get. One is the ASCS instance, second one is the so primary application server, ASCS instance and the primary application server instance you will get here. ASCS and the primary application server, ASCS and primary application server instance you will get here, right? Application ASCS and primary application server instance you will get here, right? So that is the main thing of the ASCS instance here, message server plus NQ server here, right? So here ASCS message server, NQ server. Here, remaining work process will stay here. So now, sir, this is theoretically, this all are fine. Yeah, okay. But how to log in first of all? Why? Because we are here, you are here, your desktop is here. You will log into the presentation layer. You will all are log into the here, right? Presentation layer, our 49 IP, you will log in here. Then from here, SAP logon pad, you have to use it to log into the SAP, right? So here you need to open the SAP logon pad here. SAP logon pad is the front end logon pad. To log into the SAP, you need to use the SAP logon pad first of all. which means to work on the SAP, you need to use the SAP logon pad here, right? Already some entries are there. Just you can ignore it. If you want to configure, just click on the create new. Main one thing is here, we need to add the SAP systems to here. We need to add the SAP systems to here. Then only you can log into the SAP system. Then how to log into the SAP system means just click on the create button, click on the create connection here, click on the next button here, description. So that is the SAP NetWeaver. So development system NWD and instance number 00 and application server SAP PRA practice 2. SAP practice 2. That is the our application server details. During the where we have installed the SAP practice 2. During the technical synonyms discussion, so what is the instance number? What is the SID you are going to install it? What is the application server? In which operating system you have done the installation? So you have to provide the these three mandatory. You have to provide it. This one you can provide anything here. Description. Then click on the next button. Click on the next button. Click on the finish. Right? Then click on the equals to. Then you will able to log into the SAP. You will able to log into the SAP app server here. You will able to log into the SAP app server here. So why I am not able to log in now means there is a maybe ports I have to enable it, I guess. Let me enable the ports. Why? Because I am connecting from other computer to not in the within the same computer, other computer to in this computer, right? So that is the main thing. Let me maybe in your organization, what who will like the OS team will open the firewall ports and everything here. So this is the SAP practice 2 is our, so SAP practice 2 is our installation server where we have installed the our SAP systems here. Real time also we will install same way here, but every user has the one common one user one desktop you will get. From here you need to log in and means everybody will have the presentation layer. Means you will log into the is presentation layer. From here you will open the SAP here, right? That's what the real time scenario as well here. So now you created the SAP, then click on the login button here. You have added the entry, then you will able to open the SAP screen here. SAP, the screen you got it here, right? So once again, how to configure the entries means if someone ask you, open the SAP logon pad or SAP GUI, both are same. Why we have to use the SAP logon pad? To log into the SAP, we can use to log into the SAP application server, SAP systems, you need to use the SAP logon pad. We have to use the SAP logon pad. We have to use it here, right? So that is what we have to do it here. So here, just click on the create button, connection, click on create connection. Next, so which system you are going to add it? In the real time, you have the n number of systems, right? Same way, what is the SID? What is the instance number, right? What is the application server? Installation number means instance number means. So during the installation time, you have given this one, right? So that one you can see. Otherwise, if you go to the SAP MMC, in the MMC also that details are displayed here 0001. So this is the application server. We are directly connecting to the application server here. There is a, we can also connect to the through ASN instance, but when you have the multiple application server, then we can connect from the ASS. But now we have only one. Just we can use only SAP practice to SID is the NWD, SAP practice to 00. Then instance number is the 00 here. Then once you added, double click or click on the logon button, you will able to open the SAP screen here. From here, you see 001. There are the clients are there here. Then for initial user, either SAP star DDIC, you can use it to log into the SAP, right? To log into the SAP, you can use either any one of the user here. Any of the user, you can use it here, right? So here, not sure what is the password. Here in the license check.
Sir, for example, if we have 100 application servers, so do we need to go manually on this login pad and add it?
Yeah. First time, that is for definitely we have to install manually. Now we have to add it manually, first of all. We have to add all the SAP systems here manually here. Then you will able to log into the SAP here, right? Just to use the DDIC or SAP, then click on the this button, then you will able to connect it here. Sorry.
Hello, sir. If once it is done, can we share it is in any XML format to?
That is what. Once the one person, first person has to add all the entries. When he is adding all the entries, suppose like 400 or 500 entries, then we can this all the files will be shared into located into the one of the XML file, SAP landscape.xml file here. So you can share that XML file to that people also will get the same thing in the whatever you have configured, that people also will receive the same.
Okay,
Sir,
thanks.
whilever you are adding, you see this group server selection. What does that
Group
mean?
server selection, yeah, you can see here when you are adding to the next button, here you have the directly use the custom application server. Group server selection means via message server you need to log in. Here this is the custom application server. Suppose sometimes what happens, now currently we have only one SAP application server we have. But we can also later, depends upon the load, we can also install the multiple application server. Suppose example you see, this is the presentation layer, then this is the SAP layer, this is the DB layer here, right? So here we have the ASCS and we have the application server on the same first time, right? Then you have the same here. So this is the ASCS. This is the application server. This is the DB here, right? So then here we have application server. Then here we have and also this is running fine. Here from GUI you have here. From here you will connect to if you connect to the ASCS, that is called the group server selection. No, first of all, I have only one application server. Either you can connect from the ASCS and also you can directly connect to the application server also. If you connect to the ASCS, then ASCS will connect you through again this application server only, right? Either you can directly also connect it, or if you want to connect with the ASCS group server selection, then you can also use the message server group server selection. You can use it here. That is also possible here, right? But when we have to use the ASCS means, sometimes what happens in the real time, we may have to in the real time we may have to add the multiple application servers, right? We may have to add the multiple application servers here. We may have to add the multiple application servers. Depends upon the load. But DB is only one. ASCS is only one. Your logon pad is only one. Only this work process, dialog, dispatcher, IGS, ICM, update, background. So, spool, gateway, that is the common for here. Here also, when you install the additional application server, additional application server to handle the load, so that time additional application server you have installed, that time here what will happen here, additional application servers, then you will log in. So then at that time you need to log into the ASCS instance. That time you need to log into the ASCS instance here. So whenever the user is connecting through ASCS instance, so here the ASCS instance will check which is having the less load, then your request will be forwarded to that application server. So that's why this is also we will discuss. But during the starting time, you are only connecting to the custom application server, then SAP description, Then what is the SID, NWD, and the instance number 00, then SAP practice 2. When you are adding this one, the system will be added here. Then just double click it or click on the login button. You will able to log into the SAP system here, right? And also you see there is a one more system NW2 also there, 02 and 02. The instance number is the 02 here. NW2, SAP Practice 2 and SAP Practice 2 instance number 02. All are 222. What I will do here, NW2 02. Okay. So then click on the OK button. Now, if you try to log in here, you will not able to log in here. Right? Connecting to NW2. Connecting to NW2. Please wait. So it's asking us to wait it, but it's unable to connect it. Why? Because what is the reason? Anyone guess? If I type it NWD, I am able to log in. I am able to get the SAP screen. But when I am trying to open SAP, this one, but it's NW2, it's not opening.
Because your instance number might be different.
No, that is correct only. 0202, that is fine. SID,
Okay.
instance number, application server details, no spell mistakes, and everything is green.
We need to start it.
Right, exactly. So here you see this is not started. This is not started. It's in the amber status here. This is the ash color status, which means this is not started here. That is the one thing here. So then once you log into the here, then you will able to log into the SAP screen. This is the SAP screen here, right? Once you log into the here, then you will able to log into the SAP. Here you can use the SAP star or the DDIC user, you can use it, right? SAP star or DDIC user, you can use it and you can log into the, why? Because initially you are logging to the system here. We don't have any other users, right? First time when you are logging to the SAP system, we don't have any other users. Then SAP star DDIC, you have to use it and you need to log in. This is the SAP home screen after the login. This is the SAP home screen after the login here. SAP home screen after the login procedure here, right? SAP the home screen after the login procedure here, right? You logged into the SAP system. So this is the SAP screen after the login. So then, sir, what we have to do then after the login here? Right? We need to execute the transaction codes. We need to execute the transaction codes here to get the business page here. Sir, other applications I see there are the buttons, tabs, so all are available. That is fine. But why SAP is not giving the any trees, buttons, tabs, something like that to do the administration activities? Within the same system, there are the multiple people will log in and do the transactions, right? That is the purpose. Each person, each stream, basis related transaction codes, security related, functional related. Each person there is a multiple transaction code which we have to enter it here, right? So then once you open SAP screen, this is SAP home screen. Once you log into the SAP system, then you need to execute the transaction codes in this box only. This is called the OK code box. This is called the OK code box. This is called the OK code box, right? This is called the OK code box. In the OK code box here, just you need to type the you need to type you need to execute, you need to type the OK code box. We need to execute the transaction codes. What is the transaction code means? Transaction code is shortcut to the business application. When you execute the transaction code, suppose like I executed the first transaction code, seek, enter, then you will able to open the, you got the one screen here which say that SAP installation check, consistency check, no error reported. SAP consistency check, no errors are reported here. No errors are reported here, right? Which means SAP installation, SAP consistency check completed here, right? That is the main thing here. So this is the first transaction code. Everybody, we have to execute after the installation check. Okay, no errors after the installation. We are good. right? So what I need from you as part of the today's assignment, you need to log into the SAP system. I need screenshot of the today's that SICK transaction code. So in this way, I can assume we are in the up to the speed today, up to the speed. This basic is very important. Log into the SAP system. Then you need to enter the user ID, password, execute the transaction code, and taking the that is very important. First step. So today I'm giving the one assignment that is called the
Sir,
configure the
yeah.
system entries or add the system entries into the your already added. You no need to re-add it again. If you want to practice adding and reading, then that's fine. You can add it, click on the create button. Then you can log into the any system. You can log in, then execute the transaction codes. SICK. Then you will able to see this screen here. If something is not correct, no errors are reported, that is fine. If errors are reported means it will give you the some information saying that, oh, ASCS is not started. Maybe maybe background license is expired. Some errors you may get it out here. Based on that, we need to take the respective action. That is our upcoming further classes it will cover. But the first transaction code you need to execute the SICK, then send me the screenshot.
Sir, you are logging with which user and which password?
Yeah,
Sir?
I will share you can use the DDIC and SAP star, or we have the one common user. I will also share the one common user. You can also use the common user ID and password also.
What are their passwords? Sir? DDIC.
I will share it in the group.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay, this is what you need to do it today. Okay.
Hey, Ravi, do you have you sent us a list of like transaction codes, right? Do you have like a list of perhaps like common errors that we come across that we can kind of just keep in mind? Or is that something that we're gonna just, I guess,
Yeah, as of now, we don't have any record of like what are the errors. Why? Because errors, we have tons of errors, we may get it out. But we don't
right.
have, but we have the common troubleshooting steps are there. So that will come. So if you
Okay.
want to maintain, we can maintain we can prepare the one tracker. We can prepare the one tracker. So in the tracker, we will share it to the all the public, so that in the public, whoever faces any errors and what is the error, what is the resolution steps you have taken. So if you maintain it, then all those things will be maintained in the one common area, right? That is
Yep.
also we can plan it.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
not only our team, maybe entire, we can spread it out worldwide. We can split it out so that whoever the basis consultant, if they have some time and if they face any errors, so they can maintain it into the one Excel sheet, so that everybody, the newcomers, new joiners, new people, they are joining, and they can search that error and they can find out. Yeah, we'll plan that one as well. Actually,
Okay.
yeah, that is also.
Sounds good. All right. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. So today, nothing, just only log on pad. You need to log into this IP. Okay, 49 dot without port number. 339 is the port number for. That is the for installation host. But to practice the SAP, that is only for the installation, dedicated to installation host only. But this is for you are not only one person here. N number of people will log into this host and they will do the transactions. So you no need to worry. Just open the SAP system here, NW1, which you installed it. Then you can use the client 001 presently. Then you can log in with the user ID and password, right? Then you can enter the transaction code. SICK is for then or SM28 are the transaction codes for the same SICK and SM28. So as soon as your installation is done, you need to log into the SAP system, then execute the transaction codes are called the SICK or SM28 for checking the consistency in consistency check. Consistency check means in your system, are there any installation errors? Are there any different errors are populated or not? It will give you the information. It will give you the information here. Okay.
Sir, you are getting after installation that client. What is that one, sir? You are getting 001 on other
They are
system.
the two clients. You will get it out after the installation, right? So in SAP, we have the client concept here. Maybe if you see the Salesforce, if you see the other applications, they don't have anything directly. You will log into the application, then you will do the administration activities here. But SAP, the only the additional thing is you need to use the clients. Client is the business entity. You need to log into the client. You need to use the client, one client. You have to default. You have to use it. Then you can log in and you can do the business. For this system, we have the 800 client. This system, we have the 100 client. This system, we have the development client. Like that, we can maintain and we can use it.
Okay.
Client is we have the client administration topic anyway. Client is the one of the business entity. If we want to store the business data, definitely you need to use the client. Any client you can use it, 0000001. Why? Because by default we will get only these clients. So either 0000001 you can use it and you can log into the systems. Okay. So maybe password you need to type it correctly. So I will share the passwords of these users and you can able to log. Okay. You can use.
Okay.
If you want to configure, then you will also get the practice to configure it. So otherwise, if you want to use the existing one, you can also use the existing systems are there. You can use for now, you can use the NetWeaver development or ECC develop any system, you can use it. So you don't feel like, oh, I am working on the ECC or I am working on the development. Why? Because the transaction codes, the way of basis activities are common. Okay. So that's, you can practice it. And I need everybody should complete the assessment and send me the screenshot. So then I can mark it as you have completed your assignment for today. Okay, so that's it, everybody.
Sir, SAP login pad install our own system or not, sir?
No, it's already there in your desktop. You no need to add it anyway. So just it's already there. So you can just open the SAP login pad. Then you can just add it. Why? Because in this IP 49.206.199.235, this IP you have already SAP login pad is there. Just you can log in and you can work on it.
Okay.
Hello, sir. I have a question that when we are doing the installation, we are selecting ABAP installation, ABAP
Right.
system. When we have to select the Java systems.
Java, there is we have the products like Java products also available. NetWeaver portal and PO systems. When that systems are there, that time you need to select the Java installation.
Okay. Thank you.
That is also we will cover it. Okay, that is also we will cover it.
Sir, I'm having doubt.
Yes.
Yeah, while configuring system in SAP logon, there is two options: a custom application server and the group selection.
Yes.
In the primary custom application, there is one system ID is there. There is only one application server will run. In group selection, there is multiple application server will run. System ID should be same for both while configuring.
Yeah, multiple application servers we have to, when you are adding the additional application server, the SID is the common. Why? Because common ACS, common DB, only application server will be changed. We can install on the same host or different operating systems also we can install it. The host name either same or different, but SID will be the same.
Okay.
Why? Because this if the SID is the different, how this will be add to the this SID, right? So same SID will be additional application servers also. Same SID for the additional application servers, so that here some users, here 100 users, here 100 users, here 100, the same way it will handle the load. Because only one application server,
But there
all
is only
users,
one system only. In only one system only we configure.
yes, only under the one SID we can configure the multiple application servers.
Okay.
So we can put this way, under one SID we can install the multiple application server. If you go one more SID, then one more ASCS will come. So that is the different functionality again.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Do we really go to the group server selection, sir? Do we really go in production environment? Or
Yeah,
in
production definitely we have to use this one. Why? Because production people will maintain the more than one application server to handle the load, business load. So that is the reason they will go for the group server selection. Non-production systems, they will go for the custom application servers.
So group server selection is nothing but you are going to SAP logon
Connect to
and
the SAP login pad, you are connecting to the ASCS instance. You are connecting to the message server here. Application server means directly you are connecting to the individual application servers. Directly you are connecting to the individual application servers here, bypassing the ASS instance here. But so which means you are directly connecting. Application server means directly connecting without avoiding connecting. You are directly connecting to this one. This is not the best practice actually. Best practice is via ASS only you need to connect to the SAP application server. Means if you connect to the ASS will route the request to the which application server has less load, your request will be headed. But if you are connecting to the here, if this is down, then you will not able to log in. But these are the up, right? So that is the case. So if you have more than one application server, you need to use the group server collection.
The maximum how many application servers will be there?
We
You
can
have
go
seen
with
your
n
experience?
number of, there is no limitation. But people maximum 20, 25. So sometimes of major business applications, they will go for, depends upon the user load only. The user load is very high, then when one more application server, they will add it. User load more is, and then one more application server. User mode is load, like that people are keep on adding. Depends upon the business.
No, based on your experiences.
Major,
Absolutely
as of now, I have
100%.
seen the 22 application servers for one customer. There is a
Oh,
very huge customer, US customer. They have same as like in India, how we have the sports marts like Decathlon and everything. In US also, there is a one customer is their US customer for the US sports. That customer, they are why, because their business is more. So that's why they are using the more maximum application servers and everything.
but again here when you say like 22 or 30, whether one ASCS can handle
Yes,
all
yes,
22?
yes, yes. Responsibility to is distribute the load to the among the application servers.
Oh,
One master is there. Master responsibility is handovering equally distributing the load to the childs or to their subordinates, right? Consultants. So he is the manager. Yes, he is the manager. Then manager will take the load, will just distribute the load to the among the application server, but he is not really going to handle it. Who will handle it? We as a basis consultants we will handle it. But manager just only managing, distributing the load to the work to the among the application server.
oh, thank you.
Sorry, for AS is goes to down. Otherwise, all the
Yeah,
instances.
all will be crashed at a time. That's why ASC is the very crucial part. If manager is down, then we will be happy, right? Everybody, we will not get any work. Yeah, same. Yes, you are right. ASC is down, then nothing. No one will log into this one. All the app servers. So ASC is also very critical, very important. Yes. Okay. So thanks everyone. So we'll
Hello,
talk.
sir.
Yes, yes, please.
How we can know we are directly connected to a primary application server and ACS server?
Yes, yes. So by
Yes, yes.
checking the logon pad, we can check it out. Your logon pad entry is configured to the your group application server or custom application server. In this way, we can find out. But I want to know where I logged in, which application server, my message server is routed to the which app server I routed. This is the app server 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Either 6 or 4 or 5. Where you logged in. I want to know means after logging, you will get the details. So we have the transaction code. So I will explain it that time. Just that's today. That's why to avoid the confusing to log into the SAP, only one transaction code I have explained it today. Simple transaction code. But we have more come so that you will get the all the information and everything. Okay?
Sir, one more question.
Yes.
From SAP level, we will by default SAP star and DDIC user ID it will be created. Does it both for users common password?
Yeah, common
Common
password.
client
You are
number?
giving the common password for all the users, right? Please provide the password for all the users. In that case, all the users' password you are giving on common user ID. So no, sir, my security policies, my company policies are not agreeing. I don't want to give the common password for all the users. Then I will go for the custom option. When you go for the custom option, that time it will ask the Please provide the password of the SAP star. Please provide the password of the DDIC. Please provide the password of the SID ADM. Please provide the password of the multiple prompts. You will get it out. And you go for the typical or custom.
Okay. Can we change that password for SAP star and
Yeah,
DDIC?
after login, after the installation is done, then we can change it out. Yeah, security. Then that is also our cover. We will cover it, all those things. How to change the passwords, how to rename it. And so we will do it, all those things.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everybody. So have a nice discussion today, and we'll talk on tomorrow then. Okay. Whoever don't have the access, so just I will share the again link, and you can update it. I will create the access for them.